I got too much sauce, it's just dripping off. I got too much sauce, it's just dripping off. I got too much sauce, all I do is drip. I'm a movie star, I'ma shoot a clip. Trampoline track, make birds flip. Basic niggas
Yo, we're
still
another
on the
with
same
Maserati.
shit.
You got my boy Johnny FF. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name's Johnny Double F. I'm 24 years young. I'm from Compton, California. And yeah, I'm just out here trying to get it in, you know?
What's the Johnny FF for? That's my first question.
All right, so the Double F means like a few things, but like in high school, after high school, like I'll get a haircut every single week. So naturally people will call me Johnny, and they just start calling me Johnny Fresh Fade, or for days
Oh, Johnny Fresh Fade. I like
they
that.
call me like Fred Flintstone and shit like that. So I just stuck with it, and I like how it sounds. Yeah, I'll be bowling and shit too. So
He said he knocking them down. That's why they call him that.
I was actually Fred Flintstone for Halloween this year.
What y'all do this Halloween?
I went out to Hollywood with some friends, just walked around, but it was like stupid
Hold
packed.
on.
So
How do you get that costume?
The costume? I got it
Yeah.
on the offer up actually.
With the tie, is it a blue tie and an orange?
It's like a baby blue tie. It's not exactly how it looks in the movie. It's like orange with the little black spots, and the wig, and then they have like these little like booties that look like feet. So you got like big ass feet.
All right, I see you got the merch. You got the merch on.
Yeah, my merch right here. This is just like one of one, you know. But I do sell like my actual black tees with my logo on it. I got it from the WWE logo.
I seen that. I seen the WWE font. I would call it more of a WWE font.
Yeah.
So do you grew up watching WWE?
Yeah, heavily like with.
What was your favorite wrestler?
Stone Cold. Stone Cold.
Hey, Stone Cold. I think Stone Cold's everybody's favorite because I don't give a
He's a
fuck.
badass, bro.
He just flip you off,
Yeah.
he'll stun you, and then say call for a beer.
Yeah, the rattlesnake.
The
Bro.
rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Hey, but it's some classics. It's some classics. Let me see. You know, my favorite would always be Mankind and Mick Foley.
Yeah, Dude Love.
Dude Love.
All those guys.
Exactly. You know, have you ever noticed like the simulation between wrestlers and rap? How they kind of like they have some of the same, like, I wouldn't say trolling type of things, but the clown and the different characters that having fun with the whole setup about it.
Yeah, that's true.
At what age did you realize wrestling was fake?
Like when I was like 13, 14.
How did you take that? You was like, that shit's fake?
Like, yeah, I was like, because I would see like Ric Flair and like Triple H, him like stabbing them with a screwdriver and shit like that. Mankind getting thrown off, burned on fire.
Yeah.
I knew WCW was real, but once WWF turned into WWE, like John Cena came, I was like, yeah, this shit is like, it looks fake.
But you know, a lot of them crossed over to like movies, like The Rock probably is the biggest star.
Yeah.
But the first one really do that was like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan was
Kane too.
Kane did that
Kane
shit.
did a lot of shit.
So with your music, like normally I don't want to ask the same question because everybody asks, how did you start? What influenced you to really say, you know what, I think this is something I can do and make money off of and take care of my family with?
Yeah, just like getting better, you know, seeing progression, seeing more people like know my lyrics, or I would say the main thing to me is like when I'm out and about, like in the city, and you know, people come up to me and recognize me, shit like that. Like I got recognized like at a concert by like 3 people, and you know, it feels cool knowing that there's people out there that I haven't met, and they know who I am. And I also went to New York last year in August, and I was able to meet up with you know, two people that fuck with me for the music out there, and I brought them to the little place I was at in New Jersey.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. That's
that was dope. I felt legit, you know. I'm like, damn. Like, I never even stepped foot in New York, and there's like at least 2 people that know me that were willing to like link up with me and shit. So
Yeah, like with me, I was talking to a friend. And I was telling him like, you know, a lot of rappers become famous before they get money.
yeah,
You think about it, like let's say if you right now, if you had a viral video on YouTube and you did 1 million views,
yeah,
you could still be broke,
true.
but they know you. 1 million people knew you, so it's like the fame. I think that's like the first stepping stone to realizing, hey, you somebody.
Yeah.
What was you in New York for?
I went to do a show with Spanky Loco.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Spanky Loco.
Yeah. I went out there with him. It was cool experience. Like I said, you know, I never been out there, so.
Me neither. I never been either. I was
something off
supposed
my checklist, you know.
That's right. What was the decision to get the grill? Because a lot of West Coast rappers don't have grills.
Yeah, since a kid, like I would always see, you know, the OGs with the big ass Harleys. I would see, you know, people doing, they're active. They have grills and shit.
Yeah.
Watching movies. So I always liked the grill. So I was like, I always told myself like one day, you know, put some gold in your mouth, like instead of getting a chain or some shit, you know. I like the girl. I like how it looks.
Hey, I got a girl too. I don't wear it that much.
Yeah.
Like I remember, damn, the first time I really had a legit one where they took the mold of my mouth was 03.
Oh, 3?
03.
Yeah.
It's pretty. That was a pretty long time ago. I think you're seeing that more now. More grills. I think dudes are like going back to the grills.
Yeah, they are for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Because like the chains is like you can get a fake chain, you can get the fake diamonds that are past the test with the little machine. So it's like, we don't believe that no more. We don't believe that no more. So with your music, we'll talk about some of the songs you sent me and me listen to. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I want people to know like what you put into your music, the behind the scenes. Because anyone can go get your music off Apple, iTunes, or go see YouTube or go to Instagram. The behind the scenes with your music.
Yeah, so pretty much like I've always tried to have like my foundation right, you know, like even as soon as I started, I invested into a Mac, into a little snowball microphone, you know, now I have like a nice mic. I built like a little booth in my house. So I record everything. I get the little wireless mouse. I have a TV in my booth. So it's like me in the booth with the mic, the TV, and I have like the little mouse, and I'm like rubbing it against my belly or my leg, you know, like pressing record, pressing stop. So I record myself. After that, I mix it, and then I add my ad-libs and shit. And then if I like it, I have all the camera equipment. You know, most of the scenes that are not, like, that I'm not in my videos, like, I record, and then the homies record me when I'm rapping. And I edit the videos, and I push it out. Like, literally all me and my friends.
So what's you got like a label name, a crew name, or what do y'all shoot for?
Yeah,
right now?
like we just go as like AMN Mob. So AMN stands for All My Niggas, which the homie Draco Train, he created that.
Okay, that's straight. Yeah, because Travis Chase was telling us about it. Shout out to Travis. So I like that. Like I've been hearing that more. People are really going the self route.
Yeah.
And just make it independent because now at this point, like when you do get that buzz that you want, and when I tell people the buzz you want is like we talked earlier about your previous stuff is you can be popping in your city all you want.
Yeah.
But it's the buzz outside of your city that's gonna actually get you the money you want.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I always like to quote Nip when Nip was talking about when he really knew he wanted to do this was when he was 5,000 a show.
Yeah.
Think about getting 5,000 a show. Like,
Yeah, you do, 2 shows a night. Even that, 10 racks.
A week. Let's see 2 shows a week.
Yeah, that's a lot of dough.
That's a lot of dough.
Yeah.
And then if you popping how you say you popping and how it's showing that you popping, now that means you can literally
put your own price.
You see what I'm saying? It's, you can really feed your team around you, and I think that's important. Like, because I seen your video and I seen it. Now that I know you did it, that's awesome. That's awesome because you have a solid team.
Yeah.
Because I really only see you from your team rapping. Does there anyone else from the team rap?
Yeah, Travis.
Okay, Travis. So Travis, yeah.
Dre raps too. The homie Ricky.
So y'all, so you and Travis are all one crew. I thought it was something separate.
Nah, like because we all started together.
Oh, okay.
So we all started together, but he has also his childhood friends.
Gypsy Ghost, shout out.
The Gypsy Global Records. So
that's dope. But y'all keep it united. Y'all keep it. So it's kind of like how Young Money, Cash Money was, or like Rockefeller fuck with this camp, Rough Riders, and then I like that because a lot of people, when I talk to people, they're like, oh, me, like, okay, that's cool. What about your boys in them?
Yeah.
What about your boys? So we was talking earlier, you play the guitar.
Yeah, I play guitar, ukulele, and a little bit of piano.
The ukulele?
Yeah.
I ain't never heard a nigga say he played the ukulele.
Yeah, I learned.
A nigga can't even spell ukulele.
Hey, I can't spell that shit.
Me neither. I can't spell ukulele. I would have to look that up. Like, I know it's a U-K-E-L-E, I think.
I just put uke.
Yeah.
U-K-E, and then
that's it. That's it.
The iPhone do everything else.
iPhone do everything. I have an Android, but the iPhone does everything else.
Yeah.
So, how'd you learn the guitar and ukulele? That's kind of crazy.
So, I learned guitar because my mom had gave me and my brother $50 each to go to a fair, and she had to work because she worked at night. So we were just gonna walk. It wasn't that far, and then instead of spending money at the fair, me and my brother were just like, oh, let's just buy Guitar Hero because we wanted to get it. It was Guitar Hero 3. So she took us to Best Buy when it barely got built in Compton on Alameda. And then we bought it, and then I played all night. I was up 24 hours playing it. I beat the whole game in one day, but on easy mode, so it was 2 or 3 buttons.
Yeah. And
I was like, man, I wish I could play this in real life. So for that Christmas, I asked my mom for a guitar. She got me one from Target, and I just taught myself. So That's pretty much how I picked up, you know, my first
I wonder
instrument.
if that'll work for me right now. Guitar Hero, I can learn how to play guitar. You know how vicious that would be?
They actually have one where you get like a guitar, has 6
You can
strings.
strum it?
Yeah, and you can strum it, and it's a video game, and it teaches you how to play.
See, that's what I love about 2019, going into 2020 is whatever you want to do, they have a tutorial. They have something to show you how to do it. And if you don't do it, it falls back on you. So
Yeah.
you can learn. Like, everything I do, I just learn from watching tutorials. I will binge watch tutorials while everybody else is partying and doing all that shit. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to learn this. Because once I
YouTube
know
about
this,
everything.
you know everything. So tapping back in what you do in your music, what do you record your music on?
Logic.
So I use Logic too. So how was that starting for you?
Like, what do you mean?
Like just when the first song you recorded yourself.
The first song I recorded, it was with, first, like I was saying, I had a laptop, my sister's laptop. This is when I used to dance, like the Jerky Squad.
Okay,
with my
we'll get on
friends.
that. Yeah, yeah, we're
And
gonna get on that.
I would like get a beat, play it on my phone through through my phone through the headphones, listen to a beat.
Mm-hmm.
I'll record like a webcam video, and it would have like the video line and the audio line.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just rap over the beat, and then I'll delete the video, and then just put the track and line it up. And that was like the first time I ever recorded.
Jeez, you went the long route. So you
Yeah.
make the video first, extract the audio,
Yeah.
then put the audio back to the beat.
Yeah.
And, that's
In order
smart, though.
for me to get the audio without the video.
But that's smart though.
Yeah.
Like most people would have probably said, "I need $1,000. I need a laptop. I need this." That's actually kind of smart.
Yeah.
So let's go back to this jerking thing. We're gonna go back to music. What year was you jerking?
Like 2012. Oh no, my bad. I was 12. That's what we're talking about.
said,
I was like
12.
12, 13, 14, you know.
Yeah.
Even my freshman year of high school, that's when like
So
the
like
majority,
08, 09 then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
08,
around-
09, yeah.
Yeah, 08, 09. Yeah, around that. I was living in Compton, then like shit got hot around my area.
Yeah.
My mom worked in Santa Ana, so we moved to Fountain Valley.
Oh, okay.
So that was like when we started going up, you know?
Yeah.
Like me and my crew, so I would have my mom's, like, she always knows everything I'm doing, like,
Yeah.
jerking, music, she always supported me.
That's cool. Kept you out of trouble. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Exactly.
why she always, you know, she's telling my grandma, like, oh, yeah, like, you know, he's not out here doing dumb shit, like, he's trying to do something
Because
good.
you easily could have been doing dumb shit.
Easily.
Easy. That's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Easy thing to do is dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know, like I think people don't understand that. The easiest thing to do is dumb shit. The hardest thing to do is positive and be yourself and do things that actually matter. So how was jerking? Because, you know, I used to see it being
Yeah.
older and I'd be like, man, what the fuck? I don't get it.
Yeah, it was like I don't know, it caught my attention, you know, and then I started seeing, like, that's when YouTube was early, so I was like, man, I could do this with my homies, you know, like,
Yeah.
we were already, like, kind of known, but, like, that definitely, you know, made us more popular in our city, people started recognizing us, but
And
yeah,
then at that time, you got to understand, too, you saying Compton, so that was when YG, I think, first started.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I want to say that correct. And he had the Tooted and Booted, and,
Yeah, he had
and then
Tooted
New
Booted.
Boys was coming up with it. And I think the other was Audio Push, I believe.
audio push, I think
Yeah.
so, yeah,
So
and
that-
also the Rangers and, like, Indigo Vanity.
Yeah, so how did you go from that to say, you know what, I'm going to get behind this mic?
Well, yeah, so when I was jerking, I would try to make my own tracks, and then we'll dance to those tracks, and then
Okay.
other people would ask for those tracks. But I always like, you know, like being creative. I would even edit all our videos. I made like our own MySpace page. So I was always in the background doing all the shit. So,
Also, you did the videos too.
yeah.
Okay, so what were you using for your videos? Because now I'm curious about that because I'm starting to do videos because I'm starting to I got the bug. I'm like, I like that.
Yeah. I used to use Sony Vegas Pro.
Okay, I've heard of that. That's for Windows, PC.
Yeah.
So what kind of camera?
Like any camera we can get, literally any camera.
Any camera?
Any camera. Either the phone, my mom's little, you know, travel camera, the homie's camera, his mom's camera.
We
you know.
borrowing the camera.
Yeah,
but
like-
that's being resourceful. I'd
Yeah.
rather someone be resourceful than trying to break their neck because most dudes,
Yeah.
and it's just coming from where I come from, is they'll go sell dope, pimp, hit a lick, and like, we're going to take this money and go get this.
Right.
And you risking your life to do something that if you just be resourceful and ask for help, people will really reach out to you and help you. So
Yeah,
I really
facts.
respect that. So let's get into the music part. You finna release a new mixtape. Give me some information on that.
Right, so this mixtape's called Life Moves On. Pretty much like this year, you know, a lot of shit happened. You know, my homie's going through shit, I'm going through shit, a lot of emotions. So
That's real.
yeah, so I just kind of tuned into like my real like musical side, you know, sung a little bit, talked about like real life shit that's happened to me, and you know, wrote some songs like about some issues that my homies are going through. So
Yeah. So you sent me some music. I listened to it. The one that really hit me the hardest and really had me like, damn, fuck, that's deep. Is the Letter to Matilda.
Right.
So I want you to give everyone like a backdrop of that because I think that's a very important song that they really should listen to when they hear your music.
yeah, so that's actually my niece is my cousin's kid. So my cousin, you know, she's currently homeless. She's you know, drug addict. We try to help her out a lot, but you know, once you're addicted to something,
It
it's
is
hard to
what
get
it
away
is.
from it.
Yeah.
So she had 4 kids. So 3 girls and 1 boy. The youngest one is a girl. Her name is Bella. The other one we call him Young Pop. That's what he's known as. And the 2 older ones, is, Matilda and Crystal.
Okay.
So pretty much Crystal, Matilda, they're close to age. They were like in a foster home once they got taken away. Then they took away the other 2 kids, and they were gonna be like pretty much gone forever. You know, some family was gonna adopt them. So my mom stepped in and she adopted all 4 of them.
Shout out to moms, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to moms.
Yeah, she took, you know. My
Yeah.
mom has a big heart, you know. Like
That's family though. It's family.
Yeah.
You can't let family go.
exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So pretty much, they moved in with us, but you know, before this, they went through a lot. They seen a lot, you know. It's unfortunate that they, you know, had to grow up so fast, but you know, my mom's being a mom, caring and telling her, you know, the ground rules, and she didn't want to do that. You know, she was getting caught like smoking kush at school. Like I would have to pick her up, so I think she just felt like very overwhelmed, and she just never came home one day. My mom, she dropped her off at school, and that's the last time I seen her in April.
That's crazy. So hopefully she see this and tap in. And,
Yeah.
I can relate because my mom did the same thing. My older sister, you know, a situation happened where her kids were going to go to the system. My mom stepped in and adopted them, 3 of them, my 2 nieces and my nephew. So, man, I applaud mom. Shout out to mom.
Shout out to
It's
my
a
mom
lot of
for
people
that.
like that. Like, a lot of people don't know that for us as artists, situations like that propel us. That's like the backdrop to the story.
Right.
And I listened to a song, I like Lost It All, but that song, when I said Letter to Matilda, because first the title. So I knew it had to be real. It was either going to be real or to a female.
Yeah, not to a female.
So I said, oh, it's real. This is some real joint. So
Yeah.
do you try to put as much of you in your music as possible? Like, is that what you do? Or
Yeah. I try to put like, you know, just when you listen to it, you gonna know like a lot of shit that I say. A lot of my homies has been around, so when they hear me rap about it and like how I put the words together, like damn, you know, they give me props. So
yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. I knew you before I knew the music, cause Travis Chase.
right.
But when I heard the music, if he wouldn't have told me who you were and I wouldn't have seen you on Instagram, I would have thought you was black. On
Yeah.
God. On God.
Yeah,
I
I
heard
get
the
that a
song,
lot.
I was like, is he black?
Yeah.
But then when I see you and I hear it, I can like differentiate it. But I'm like, damn, if I just would have heard him off the whim, I'd have been like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah. But I did. That's just talking to you and seeing you and see who you're around. I said, okay, that's probably why.
Yeah.
It's just the mannerism. He's always just been around that.
Yeah.
So we was talking about how you met Travis Chase. Please tell this story so I can clown Travis Chase. Please tell the story.
So it was, I think, I think it was my senior year, either my senior year or late, 11th grade, junior year. I was with Dre and we seen that Travis came, and it's like very rare in the high school I went to Fountain Valley. It's like a handful of blacks, a handful of Mexicans.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, it's like we all kick it together and shit. So we seen Chase, we're like, who's this guy, you know?
Yeah.
So we saw him knocked out in the library, and then me and Dre, we go up to him, and then I grab his backpack, I take all his shit out, I flip it inside out, put all his shit back in, and then I zipped it up, and then he woke up, and then he seen it, and then he knew it was us, though, because we were laughing and shit.
Yeah.
And then he came up to us like, oh, you guys are the ones that flipped my backpack inside out? And I was like, yeah, and then, you know, we just introduced ourselves. And
Man, look
it's
at now.
been cool ever since,
Look at that, like, and y'all both do music.
Yeah.
You know, and that dude's real smart. He was talking, that dude's real intelligent. He's real cool.
He is.
I like how he is. I told him, bro, you my bro.
Yeah.
That's my little bro now. I said, he's my little bro because he's so him.
Yeah, he is.
He's happy being who he is.
Right. It's facts.
And I love that. I love when a
He wasn't always like that, though. I'll keep it G.
But we go through shit,
Yeah.
and then when you to find your age 21, what is it, 21? Right?
23.
2023. But at 23 to find that,
Yeah.
some people are lost at 23.
That's true. That's true.
You feel we go through so much. It's like we was talking earlier, like, you know, like your mom situation with my mom's situation. She's working 3 p.m. to 10 at night.
Right.
you know what shit you could do and you lose yourself because you're hanging around people that you think are like you that's going through what you're going through. And you're like, really, nah, this ain't really me.
Yeah.
And then you fuck up. And now you're stuck in this image that, oh, everybody likes that I'm like this. Everybody loves me like this. So let me be this.
Yeah.
Instead
that's
of
true.
saying, you know, I'm going to be myself. So
That's
that's
true.
cool. That's cool. Being that you from Compton and you moved to Orange County, what was that like? What was that change?
Super different, bro. So I could compare it to like my first day at Compton High. I actually went to like summer school, like Summer Bridge at Compton High. So I met a lot of new people. But going into the year, like 10 fights, you know, people. Some dude got stabbed in the neck. One of the homies got like a neck tattoo in the ninth grade. So all that shit's crazy.
Vicious.
But it was normal to me, you know, like, oh, that's cool, you know, like. But and then going to over there to Orange County, it's like you see every race, like it just seems like more soft, you know. There's no gang, so but I do feel peace out there because it's like, oh, I'm out here, I could do, you know, most of the things I want to do, and no one's gonna trip.
Yeah, that's,
So that's the main thing.
Fountain Valley, yes. Everywhere else, no.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
Fountain
difference.
Valley is like,
Fountain Valley is where you take your family and you live.
yeah, bro.
That's it,
Their
because-
slogan is like a nice place to live.
Yeah, that's their slogan. Like, if your mom would move you to Santa Ana, it'd have been the same as Compton.
Yeah.
It'd have been the same. It's just a different
true.
environment. If Anaheim, maybe, yeah, because it's actually the same. So it's Santa Ana, Anaheim.
Yeah.
But like I tell people that ask me about Orange County, it's the same everywhere you go in the world.
Yeah.
I said, but there are places like Irvine, they're not going for it. So the police and the community's gonna make sure you're not on no dumb shit.
Right.
Just like they're gonna do the same thing in Fountain Valley. So I tell people, don't be ashamed of living in a place where it's safe to live. You can be yourself and grow.
Yeah, it's
You know what
true.
I'm saying? Because you'd be stupid. I don't know no one who wants to live in the worst area. Like,
Yeah.
that's dumb shit.
That's true.
So beyond music, what do you do beyond music? I like to ask people that because some
Yeah.
people just say, "Oh, just music."
No, I work for like Geek Squad. I do like
What the
TV
fuck?
installs and shit like that.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, so I'm still like, you know, active like in like tech world and stuff like that.
That's dope.
Yeah, so I do that. You know, you have to have something to,
Tough.
you know, pay for, you know, your dream or what you want to become. You know, a lot of people are afraid to say, "Oh, I have a job" and shit like that.
Yeah,
Like, nah, I have a job. You know, like
There's nothing wrong with having a job.
yeah,
Bro.
exactly.
Like you watch, you know who Russ is, right?
Russ, yeah.
Yeah. And if with everything you doing right now, bro, go watch a lot of Russ interviews.
Yeah, I be watching them.
Yeah,
I be
okay.
watching 'em.
So like he was on Drink Champs Happy Hour recently, and he said that he goes even with him and his crew. He said, "Man, get a job to buy your own studio
Right.
to do this stuff fun because nowadays music has been monetized.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say monetized, like you have to pay for marketing." You
Right.
have to pay for advertising. You have to promote your shit on Instagram. You have to promote your shit on YouTube.
Yeah, everything's money.
It's money.
Yeah.
And then it's like right now, like you saying shooting videos. If your shit ain't 4K now, niggas looking at you crazy. Hey, bro, this ain't 4K.
Yeah.
It has no effects in it. It has this and that. And you got to pay for the, like, well, if you, like, you're younger, so y'all probably have a crew, and y'all probably got female friends and stuff like that. But if you want a legit model to look
Yeah,
a
you
certain
gotta
way,
pay.
you got to pay.
Yeah.
Cars, you got to pay.
True.
The drip, you know, the gear, it costs. And like you said, you do your own shirts.
Yeah.
So how do you budget that? Like for yourself, like in you with your job, your bills, is living on, or you live on your own,
Yeah, I
and
live
stuff
on my
like
own.
that. So how do you budget that?
Just trying to be smart, you know, trying to like make money too, you know, outside of it. Like, you know, someone asked me like, "Oh, do you know anyone that could shoot a video?" Like, I refer them to like my professional friends that do videos, but you know, I'm like, shit, I'll do it for, you know, $250, $200. Then I take that money and then I just invest it back, you know, either if it's like getting stickers or getting like new merch or anything like that, you know, everything is like accumulates to like my image, you know, like
Yeah.
I shot some videos and then like 2 or 3 videos and then I got that money and I bought my grill, you know.
Okay.
So shit like that. That's pretty much just trying to figure out, you know, okay, this month I could spend X amount on this and then go from there.
So what do you use to shoot videos right now?
I use I have a drone. It's called a Typhoon Q500. That's like the model, and it has like a detachable camera that you can take off the drone and you can put it like on a gimbal. So that gimbal, you know, makes the camera like super steady no matter how much you move it, and then it shoots 4K. So that's what I use.
Yeah, see, that's all. We just got a 4K camera and a click. We're just never gonna get the drone. Have you really utilized your drone, like
Yeah.
on the shots? How you
Yeah,
like
I
those
have.
shots?
They look good.
It
Yeah,
looks sick
really
as
good.
fuck. That city intro when they just fly over the city real slow mo,
Yeah.
and it gets that wide panoramic pan. That shit is so vicious.
Yeah.
That shit is so vicious. I want to tap in some I seen your video that I really love about. I think it was Lost It All video.
Which how did it look?
with the green 5.0.
Yeah, that's La
Bro,
Ciudad.
you know how classic that is?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I'm watching the video, right? And I'm thinking two things. I'm like, man, did this nigga just use this because his homie had one? Or does he know that this fucking certain vehicle is a classic from Menace to Society
Yeah.
when he gets the 5.0?
Yeah, both. Honestly, the you know, the homie that was cutting my hair and came
Yeah.
on the video, that's my homie Pony. Like, I grew up with him since elementary. Like,
Okay.
you know, most of my friends, bro, like, I know them from elementary. Like, my homie Edward.
That's all love. I
Yeah.
love that shit.
I know him since, like, the first day of preschool, actually. And then Pony, I know him since elementary, like, his family. But that song, he was at my house. He was going through some shit, too. So he told me, hey, bro, write me a song, like, include my whip. So that's why I say, like, 7-Up edition, you know.
Yeah, I seen it with the white interior. I
Yeah.
paid 7-Up edition green on the outside, white
Yeah.
interior. But, bro, you know how many people probably, my generation, wanted that car?
Yeah, still people want that.
Still
car.
people want that 5.0. I mean, listen, bro. You could pull up in that car, and they're gonna want to put it in a video. Like, hey, bro, let me get that in a video.
Yeah.
Because it's a classic. Like
Classic.
I'm in the classic cars. Like, don't get me wrong. At one point, I was doing, I need a foreign. I need the
Yeah.
Audi. Now I'm on, man, I want a 1965 Mustang Mach 1 or
Yeah, I'd rather have a classic.
a classic. I want to hear when I turn that motherfucker on and that,
Yeah, exactly.
that should be spicy.
Yeah.
You know, that should be spicy. So with saying that, do you pay attention to politics by chance?
A little bit, yeah, not too much though, cause like I came to like the realization like I'm not in a position to even like be able to do anything. I could be, but the thing is like
You can do a lot, bro.
realistically, yeah, like
You could, honestly, like I tell people, you're young. And your background and what you've been through and with your music, you can reach certain people that the average person wouldn't go through because they don't trust people no more.
Right.
They don't trust the church people. They don't trust the politicians because they feel like, man, you have ulterior motive. And the reason why I say that is because I could already just talking to you beforehand and through the interview is I can see the independent route that you're going. And it's better. It's independent. So with independence comes, you know, paying taxes, being a business,
Right.
and what's best for business. So I always ask people, how do you feel about Trump? You know, beyond the racism, the outlandish tweets, because he say the dumbest shit.
yeah, it does.
But a lot of people I talk to in business, they're like, man,
Right.
he's benefiting from business. People got jobs,
Yeah.
people got this and that. And I'm like, well, do you separate that? How do you separate? Do you separate him from like personal and business, or do you look at him as one whole?
Nah, like, you know, like both. So like I don't like how like not even just Mexicans, you know,
Yeah.
like the Arabics and shit like that,
Yeah.
you know, the Middle Eastern people.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it does kind of like discriminate a little bit.
Yeah.
But I also think about like, okay, I'm Mexican, my family's from Mexico.
Yeah.
You know, we're from Mexico, right? So there's a lot of other people here, Caucasian people that are from Americans that, you know, bleed red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
So he's like catering to them for the most part, which is America, even though
Yeah.
we're Americans.
Yeah.
So I see it like that, like, you know, he is trying to make America better for the people that are like super, super, super American. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm Mexican, but I'm not too American. I'm not like into like a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really heavy on my culture, so
As you should be.
yeah.
And then, like I tell, even with my culture, and people are like, oh, what do you mean your culture?
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't understand with black culture, it started with hip hop.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, with music in general, from blues, jazz, and all the things we come from, but from my generation, understanding our culture was hip hop.
Right.
When you've seen it, everyone knows, like, that's the culture.
Yeah, that's right.
And then, but because of the Tupacs and the NWAs, the Dr. Dre's now have spilled over, everyone's in the culture now.
Right.
And I say that to segue into the Little Pumps. Little Pumps Colombian.
Right.
Smoke Purple, I think, is half Colombian and black.
Yeah.
And then you have so many artists that aren't black,
That are
but
coming up.
that are coming up and they can relate to the culture.
Right.
You know, like even Mac Miller, he was Jewish.
Yeah.
You know, everybody was bumping him. You know, even I'm trying to think it was this other dude that was going up too. I fucking forgot his name. I'm getting old. But I say that because we talked about earlier how now the culture's kind of flipping to where you got black artists doing Mexican music.
Yeah. That's true.
And it's crazy if you really think about it. Like oh, Big Pun.
Yeah, Big Pun too.
Big Pun was like the first Latin rapper to go platinum.
Yep.
A lot of people don't even mention Big Pun. I get that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Big Pun? Like, did you listen to Big Pun as a kid? Did it have any effect on you as your music today? Or
Like I look up to like Big Pun, you know, Fat Joe.
Shout
you
out
know,
Fat Joe.
You know, they're Latin artists that you know really came from like a kind of not too similar, but yeah, I could relate to their background,
Yeah.
you know, and Yeah, I mean, I just like them, you know.
Yeah, and it's not wrong. Like even Fat Joe was like, you know what? Fat Joe was just like, Latin's, we're black.
Yeah,
He just, I don't know. It was a post on there, and I tell people all the time, like, man, growing up with different races and stuff, you kind of see like I'm with my people. You know, I do this, but I'm like, man, you look, this is my nigga too. So woo woo woo.
Yeah.
That's how I fuck with it. But it's all different, bro. This is a good question because I was asking someone about the gang culture, and I feel like it's dying out. What kept you away from gangs? Because you grew up in Compton, so
Yeah.
that's an easy route to gangs.
yeah. I would just see like, you know, the homies like already like at a young age in middle school, like bringing guns to school, and I thought it was cool at the time, you know, like I used to bring knives, I used to pull shanks out, shit like that. I used to think like this would be the route for me, you know, like, and then I started getting into the jerking shit, and then I was like, you know what, there's more. I could do more than fucking try to gangbang or even like associate with myself with people, because my homies were getting locked up at 13, 12, you know?
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck, I don't want to be in jail. Like, I'd rather be out here, you know?
Yeah, you don't wanna be in
with
jail,
the
it's bullshit.
homies and shit, like being like active some other type of way.
Okay, yeah.
So that's honestly the jerking shit kind of, you know, put me like on another mindset.
Okay, so the new project you said comes on the 20th, correct?
Correct.
On all digital platforms, how you releasing it?
Correct, yeah, all digital platforms.
You fuck with SoundCloud?
I do, but I feel like more of my followers are on Apple Music.
Okay, so I like Apple Music. I'm pushing more to Spotify now. Only I like Spotify because you can read analytics.
Yeah.
So with the analytics
So
of Spotify.
you could read them on Apple Music too.
How?
You download the Apple Music artist app, and then
Oh, shit, I didn't know
you
that.
log in with iCloud. You can upload a picture, everything.
What the fuck? No one
You
told
could,
me
you
that.
could do that with Spotify too. I'll show
Oh,
you.
I did the Spotify one,
Oh,
but I
okay.
didn't know about the Apple one.
Yeah, you can do the Apple.
Yeah, you
one.
had to show me that. Fuck, see? Y'all niggas out there that came on my show didn't tell me that shit. You niggas got me doing this show not knowing I can check my app because
Yeah, you can check Apple.
analytics are important. How do
Yeah,
you
they are.
you check your analytics a lot?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I try to see, you know, what areas are playing my music most.
Mm-hmm.
It's in order: L.A., Compton, Long Beach, Fountain Valley, and Huntington Beach. So it's like all the places that I've
You
like
grew-
been.
See,
in.
Fountain Valley showing this nigga love, man.
Yeah,
Which y'all niggas
They
come
do.
on. Fountain Valley, shout out.
yeah.
The hardest nigga out of Fountain Valley.
Nah,
This
that's-
nigga in Fountain Valley rapping right now, like I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Yeah, man. That's why. See, and this is why I do the talk with Maserati because like I like meeting people. I like talking. So and I always learn something. I just literally learned something right now about the Apple Music for artists. I literally finna do that later today.
Yeah.
So I say that to say, what are your goals when you release this project? Like some people do numbers. They want to say, oh, I got the numbers. I'm streaming. Or some people like, I want to reach a new person. Because I believe if you reach one person,
Right.
you done your job.
Right. True. Yeah, I just want to reach more people. You know, like more people to like really tap into the music, and more. I want people to like feel the music, because once you start feeling music and you can relate to the tracks that, you know, an artist puts out, you're gonna be more in tune with them.
Yes,
So,
most definitely.
yeah, and then that's why I've been, you know, filming music videos. Like I put 2 out for the tape, and then I have one that's already done I haven't put out, and then 2 more that I'm about to film one after this one, and then I have one that I'm editing. So
I like
want to
the,
put a lot of visuals.
I like the scene, the one you have with Trap Chase in the kitchen. I like that scene.
Yeah, my kitchen.
The trap scene.
Yeah.
It looked like a real trap. 'Cause it was dark. You see the blinds and how y'all was moving. I really like how y'all did that.
Thank you.
And I want to tell you that because I see a lot of times people don't really congratulate people.
Yeah.
Or say, hey, that's dope. The reason why I say that, it was the segue next to the segment is social media.
Right.
Now, I just started following you. You just started following me. And I go through, you know, I want to tell people, I really go through people's pages. I really take the time to say, let me see what this guy's on.
Right.
And I see all your stuff. You get great views. You get great likes. But then I go to the comments. And do you notice the difference between views and comments?
Yeah, I do.
And I always tell somebody like, bro, I got 1,000 views, 10 comments.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that with social media?
Yeah, like I see it too. Like I get 600, 700 views and like, you know, 20 comments. And I'm like, you know, like the people that comment, I know they support me, but you could also like back to your analytics thing. You can see how many people you reach, right? So on one post you can reach like, you know, 1,500 people and only like 100 people like it. It's like,
What's going on?
yeah, what's going on? Like,
Yeah, what's the truth behind this?
I don't know.
I don't know, and that's what I'm saying. So like,
It gets more crazier when people have like 10K followers, right? And they have 200 views and, you know, 30 likes. It's like, what's going on there?
let's just Well,
I mean, we both know what goes on right there, you know?
they're gonna crucify me. You know what? You brought it up, so I can't be held responsible. You know, niggas is buying followers.
Yeah, facts.
Niggas is
It's
buying
true.
followers. Because it's a status symbol now. It's a status symbol to where saying, I got 10K followers. I got 20K followers.
Right.
And what do you got? You just got 2,000 followers. I'm like, but well, my 2,000 is actually real people that know me.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this is how I feel. Like, if I got 10,000 cars, let's say I got 10,000 cars, right?
Right.
And they're all in front of my house.
Right.
That means they've been seen 10,000 times.
It's true.
But if they've only been seen twice, something's got to be up.
Yeah.
So I see someone with 10,000 followers, and bro, your videos only cap out at 1,000, 1,300.
Yeah.
So on the average, I know I look at shit that I don't even give a fuck about. I'm like, let me look at this weird shit, you know?
Right.
So I have nothing against it though. Don't get me wrong, because a lot of people use the imagery to get where they're going, and it works.
Right.
It works sometimes, but I kind of find it hard when motherfucker got all them followers, and then they do a show and it's dry,
Yeah, I
empty.
see that.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think it's funny. Like, I see it all the time. 10 plus, 10K plus followers. Then, I seen it with Chase, going with him to his shows. Like,
Yeah.
a certain person has 13K followers, and who's there? Just his girl or his homie or his
Yeah.
sister. It's like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
I only have like 2,000 followers. Not a lot
Yeah, same
compared
here.
to other people. But I could bring out like 15, 10 people. Like, most of them are my homies, but they're gonna pull up and support.
And it's gonna look vicious on camera.
Yeah,
If
and
the
it
10 in the
looks
front,
good.
oh, it
Yeah.
look vicious.
Yeah.
Maxie, let me ask you that about shows. How are you on shows?
How do I want shows?
No, like not how you want it, but how are you about them? Like, the preparation you use, and do you pick a certain type of show, the artist on it, the promoter, that type of situation?
I just have to be like cool with like the promoter most of the time, but sometimes here and there I'll do like a show for like a random person. Like you were saying earlier, as long as I hit one person, they ask me, hey bro, I like that song. Like, what's your Instagram? Or, I'm like, okay, cool. I did what I had to do today. And if it's more than one, then it's even better. But
Yeah.
the goal is to, when I do shows, is I want to go out there, have fun. Like, you'll be surprised. Like, when I have the shows, like, you won't even think I have a show because I'm on like regular stuff. I'm like still recording, or I'm still editing like before the show, smoking, chilling, and then we just pull up, and then I used to think like, bro, you have to be legit, until I realized like once I pull up, I'm like, bro, you're already like, you're doing like legitimate stuff. Like, you're just going up there, doing your shit, getting off, and then conversating with the people. So that's just like my process when I do a show. Is like, just stay calm and just do what I do.
No, that's the last time I did a show was like Halloween, the Thursday before Halloween, and shout out to the Only Ones Left, OC Lord and them. My boy Live the Great was performing, and we did a song. He told me, "Hey, do the song."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, I don't like doing shows." He's like, "Well, it's not my thing no more. It used to be. It's not." So I said, "Fuck it, I'm getting drunk." I said, "I'm gonna pull up. I'm already drunk. I'm gonna pull up and do the show." He's like, "Bet." So shout out to him because he just let me walk on. So when I get there, they're like, "Oh, Shells, come up on the stage." And I was like, "Come on." So I do the show. We're having fun now. And
Right.
these young niggas, they're dancing. I'm having fun. And when I get off the stage, random asking guy. Yeah, the kid had to be 19.
Yeah.
I like your music. I like your interviews on Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't know this dude from a can of paint. And I know because I'm drunk, I'm overly happy now. Oh, good looking out, bro. I appreciate that. Mando. And then when I woke up the next day, I said, damn. For me at my age and what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do, for that kid to just be like, recognize me first of all, because where the fucking party is dark.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I meant by that. That one person, that shit sparks every time.
Yeah, it does.
Just like even when you hit me, bro, I fuck with your interviews. Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking nobody. I'm just a regular dude that's just trying to have fun and talk to people. That shit sparks.
Yeah, it does.
And that's why I feel when I was listening to music, I listened to it last night, I'm like, damn, this dude going. I can see you making it in the progression. You got at your age and you got the work ethic, just sitting talking to you like, you do everything yourself. You
thank
can't lose. You can't lose.
Yeah, that's how I'll be feeling about it too.
You
know,
can't
if I
lose.
just apply the pressure, then it's gonna happen.
Yeah. So you said you built the booth.
Yeah.
How'd you build your booth? Like what type of style?
So I have like a little like water, like the little water boiler and shit. And
Okay.
In my kitchen, like that video you saw.
Yeah.
Like we're facing like this way, right? So behind where the camera guy was,
Yeah.
there used to be like a door or an opening, but there was no door. So it's like a little storage room / boiler room.
Yeah.
So I just put like an acoustic blanket like to cover the boiler room, but where I could see over it.
Okay.
And then I just put foam everywhere. I put like a door to block it, and I mounted a TV on there, and I ran the wires to the wall and shit.
That was smart. I don't think. See, most people would put the glass see through, but you put the monitor in there, wireless mouse.
Yeah.
So now you just in there and click and go.
Yeah, it's like if I'm in front of the mic and the computer at the same time. But I also have like the isolation of not being, on the desk.
Yeah. So do you think you're gonna upgrade and when like you haven't taught one of your boys how to just hit record or engineer a little bit?
Yeah, they know how to do it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
when you by yourself and you just cooking up, you just say, "I'm running here real quick and do that."
Yeah, because I like to make music in front of my homies because they'll put their input or they'll tell me like, "This not it, this is it."
Yeah.
But then I also like going in by myself where they haven't heard it, so randomly I'm like, "Oh, check out this track I recorded." Like, "Oh, the one from last time." Like, nah, I recorded this by myself. So
That's
then
dope.
I play it, and then they're like, "Oh, all right," it's the first time they hear it. So I like going through that process.
Now we talked about this earlier. It's 11 tracks on the new project coming out.
Right.
How do you feel about mastering? Like I need to get this mastered so they can like it when they hear it, or you like giving them the raw mix? Like, okay, I mixed it, and I'm just gonna give it to them so they know where I'm coming from, and they know that this is what I'm working on. This is how I'm rocking.
Sometimes I'm just like raw, like the video, the one that you said in the kitchen, the video facts with Travis Chase.
Yeah.
That one, like the video, like I was like, fuck it, it's all real, like
This is real.
I had a fat wad of not hundreds but ones,
It doesn't
And then
matter.
It don't matter. Travis was like, "Oh, bro, you can see the ones." And I'm like, "Bro, they're all real ones, bro."
It's all real ones.
How many people flex fake hundreds, bro?
Super. I've done it.
Yeah.
But it's for video purposes because you might be burning the hundreds, you might be laying on them, stepping on them. So
Yeah.
we've done it. And if it's real ones, shit, niggas still build real ones.
Yeah, I put up real hundreds too, but even Chase, but some shit happened at the crib where like we thought somebody stole up 100.
Oh,
so
you can't trust
ever
somebody.
since that, bro, we haven't
Can't.
used like real big, big bills.
Yeah, it's my thing with the ones. Shit, you could be at the strip club. Shit, I like personally using ones at the taco truck.
Yeah.
You feel me? But man, that's super dope though. No, shout out. And I didn't know that you directed that one. Honestly, to you like last night, I was like, hold up, he direct and shot that edit. That's dope.
Yeah. All of them, even the only one that I had nothing to do with was this track called Lazy that I also have with Travis. That was also filmed at my house.
Okay, that's dope.
That's
I
the
like-
only video that I have out that I didn't never touch.
So, do you record? Do you do other videos for other people?
Yeah, I do.
How much you charging?
Like 250.
Yeah, get at him. He said 250.
Yeah, 250. Quick one, like I'm not like super good at editing, but I'll be there on time,
And I will say he was here to interview 30 minutes early. Kind of shocked me as a rapper.
Yeah.
He was
I
like,
try to be punctual.
yeah, he hit me with the text, good morning. I'm like, good morning, I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm up, that's dope. Now,
Yeah, just to let you know, I don't want to like 10:30, like damn.
I don't know.
haven't heard of him,
I wouldn't even like ask Travis. Like if 11 came, I wouldn't have really said nothing
Yeah.
because I understand like people got lives and you'll hit me like and we were very responsive. Like even when I sent to Addy, I was like, hey, pull up this to Addy.
Yeah.
And I like honestly, I'm just keeping real generational wise. Like the younger artists are being more responsible than the older dudes. But then if I know you, like if one of my dudes I know for 20 plus years, I'm interviewing him.
Right.
That nigga be damn near an hour late because I know him. So it's
Yeah,
like,
it's
bro,
different.
Yeah, it's on it. But you getting here 30 minutes early lets me know, like, if you had a meeting with a label, you probably be there an hour early.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're going to be there, and then with your whole portfolio. So with that being said, if you're going to go to a label, how would you take your whole catalog? I ask people this.
I'll bring USB first off for like a bunch of shit, and then I'll just have like pictures of me, like I'll get some face shots done, something, because outside of music, if another opportunity comes, like being in a movie or something like that, like and I'll be up for it,
Yeah.
Just create a brand.
You can do a movie. I can see you doing a part of the movie. And movies for everybody now. There's no stereotypical.
Yeah.
So the reason why I asked that question is I told another artist this. If you, for me, and it's just to protect you and everything you do. Are you familiar with an EPK?
Yeah.
Get EPK, right, on your phone. You get all them on your phone. And all your music on your phone. And what you do is, when you get there, when this happens, email it. And people are like, why email? Because now you have a record saying, I gave this label an email Because imagine if you give them a USB drive and they plug into the laptop on their computer that's locked up to the Bluetooth, they can easily copy that shit real quick.
Facts.
Now they got your music and you don't even know it. You so stoked to be up in there, like, oh, I'm in a label. What's going on? You taking pictures. We know you're going live. But when you email it, that's that proof. It's a paper trail.
Yeah, paper trail.
So now I hear my shit. You know, think about how many people in this world probably said something, had a line or bar of music,
Yeah.
and a motherfucker stole their shit. Now they sitting here like, oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that shit kind of happened to me already.
Oh, how? Let me know. I want to know. Niggas out here stealing shit.
Not like super, like I didn't believe it at the beginning. Like I have this song called Champion that it got played on the Woody Show. I don't know if you're familiar with the Woody Show.
What's the Woody Show?
It's like a morning, kind of like a Big Boy in the morning, but for like more like alternative music.
Okay, shout out.
Yeah, shout out Woody Show.
Yeah.
Sebastian. I did like a little interview with them at downtown Huntington Beach, and they put me and I told them I was a rapper and shit, and they played my song, and then but that song I put it out like around this time last year.
Okay.
So are you familiar with Shoreline Mafia?
Yes.
Yeah. So you know their guy OGZ, he put out a song called Caribbean, and to be honest, bro, I heard the track because people were telling me, oh, this shit sounds like Champion, and then I tuned in. He just said a few words like amphibian and shit like that. I say that shit in Champion. I haven't heard anyone rhyme that word. But that's rap, you know? Who could say it better? Who could say it the nicest? So I never thought that he like stole my shit. But I put it on my story and I tagged him and I was just like, oh, a lot of people are saying this sounds familiar. What do you guys think, you know? And before I put that out, I was saying, a lot of people were sending me DMs like, oh, bro, this shit sounds like Champion. This shit sounds like Champion. And then pretty much he replied to it, and then he was just like, yeah, I put this song out 2 years ago. It's the worst song, and this and that. Like, trying to prove himself a lot. And then, like, he was sending me, like, screenshots of him hitting up, like, the dude that did the project and shit like that. He was just trying too hard, you know? And then,
that's kind of crazy. That dude's on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So if you on, like,
him
most dudes wouldn't even respond to you. They'd have been like, man, who the fuck is this dude?
Yeah, he just started DMing me, and then I was just like, oh, like, I never told him, bro, you copied me. I told him, bro, people are telling me it sounds like similar, and it does. But I would tell him, I was like, you're already up, bro. Like, why you fucking like trying to prove yourself so hard?
Yeah, know? I wouldn't give a fuck about you.
Exactly.
Like, I didn't see your shit.
But nah, he blocked me and shit. So on some gay shit, you know. Like,
hey, honestly, in 2019, that's what they do. If you tell somebody some real shit and you got the facts to prove it, a motherfucker block you and block you. You be like, damn, bro, like, why are you blocking me? I'm just telling you some real shit.
It's just internet shit, you know. Like I was like, whatever. Like people were telling me like, send it to academics and
academics will blow him. Bro, if you send it to academics straight up, he'll blow him out the water.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't want to come up in the game like, oh, this who came up because he got little media coverage off of this shit. Like, I don't.
You open the door to some real shit.
Yeah.
To you, by you saying that, I know it does. I'm just gonna ask a question. It does matter to you how you come up. Coming up in a respectful way.
Yeah, it does.
It does. A lot of people don't understand. I said, bro,
you can't be like dummy, like doing clown shit. Yeah, clown shit. Like, I don't know.
That's just real nigga shit. Like when you come up from the gutter, you like, it's how I get it that matters.
Yeah.
It matters to me because I know you see this. I know you see this bullshit on social media.
Yeah.
How do you just be sitting back watching the bullshit?
Yeah, it's funny. Like it's entertainment, you know. At the end of the day, you know, I'm trying to be entertainer, but in a different way. You know?
In a different way.
Yeah, I'm like a clown too. Like right now, you know, I'm more like in like interview mode, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm a funny dude. Like I got like class clown and shit like that on the YouTube.
Man, come on, I'm a super clown. You see my dance video.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, you see. So I tell people, man, I like to have fun, but like I see people do a lot of disrespectful shit, a lot of low key police shit, and I'd be like, bro, that's to me. I don't think it's a bad look overall for the county or where I'm from or if you're from. I just think that person, I think it alienates that person, or that person might be like, it could be a good person or a good smart individual. It's just like allowing social media just take over. Cause I see dudes do stuff for social media, and I'm like, bro, he's doing this just for social media.
Exactly. Yeah, that's like boot gang shit. Like,
yeah,
boot gang came out, you know, it was like, that's not really me, you know. I did it for the social media. So.
Or what's the other dude named the little weirdo? So he's saying gay shit all the time, and he has the tattoos on his face and be on Vlad all the time. Daylight,
Daylight.
Is that like shit like that?
Daylight is something else, bro.
It's something else. Like
he could rap though.
I heard
he's like a battle rapper.
He's a battle rapper, but I was like, we live in a time where niggas just want to be seen and get on and get their views and then switch it to something else.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think we respect that. Would you respect that? Like, see, like you did all this clown shit to be on, and now you're on, and now you're saying, "Oh, I'm really a good person, street dude."
I mean, you know, I believe in like second chances and shit like that. You know, you always got to give someone the benefit of the doubt, but not, you know, you can't give yourself false hope either.
Yeah.
So, you know, when I see shit like that, I'm like, all right, fuck it, maybe he was lost, you know, and he's trying to change it. Now if he goes back, it's like, oh, bro, you're a clown. You know?
You're a clown. Yeah, I can deal with that. So, for you, your music, your movement, your camp, does being like the best rapper matter, or the best lyricist matter, or you just want to have original content?
Yeah, like, I mean, everyone wants to be the best. If you're going to do something, you know, go try to be the best, like, for sure. But, like, I don't feel like I'm in, like, competition with anyone, even though I know there's people out there that, you know, that I have to, like, try to like, you know, not match them, but, you know, everyone's in a race.
Yeah, it's a race.
Much. It's a race. So I just feel like, like, I want to just put out original content, so every time you hear my tracks or know something about me, like, you kind of know what to expect, but not really, you know, like.
That's dope.
Yeah, I don't try to copy, like, people's style, because, like, you know, you listen to my music, like, you wouldn't know that I'm from LA, like, depending on, like, how you listen to it, you know? 'Cause a lot of people out here, they make, like, the, you know, the bass beats and shit like that.
Yeah, it's definitely different. It's definitely different. So, on this show, I like to ask a couple questions. Ask everyone. Top favorite 5 rappers.
Top 5?
Top 5.
I would say Snoop for sure. A$AP Rocky.
Shout out to Ferg and them.
Yeah, the whole A$AP Mob, but you know
A$AP Mob. Yeah, A$AP Rocky's the leader dude.
Right now, an artist I really like is Larry June.
Larry June, I've never heard of him.
He's from the Bay. He's hard.
Okay, Larry June, I'm tap in with that.
Yeah, Biggie. I like Biggie. And then I would say probably like Fat Joe too.
Fat Joe. Fat Joe. A lot of people sleep on Fat Joe.
Yeah,
he has a classic album called Jose, which stands for Jealous One Still Envy.
Yeah.
And definitely Fat Joe. Okay, so next question is top 5 hip hop albums.
Top 5 Doggy Style. That's the first.
Doggy Style is a classic. Come on, we know.
Which one is it? The Game one, the one where he's sitting on the rims.
Documentary.
Yeah, documentary. I would say even like Schoolboy Q.
Yeah. What's his first one? I forgot the name of it.
It's called. It's the one where he has a little bucket hat.
Yeah, the white with the ski mask.
Yeah,
that one.
I like that one too. I think it's like Oxymoron.
It is Oxymoron.
Oxymoron.
Correct.
That's 3, right?
Yes, 3.
And then I mean, it's like I would say those are my top 3. I don't have a top 5.
So, but maybe down the line you'll get 2 more.
Yeah.
But okay, so how do you feel now that this is a good question with Hispanic? You can say Hispanic, Mexican rap, however you want to say it.
Right.
The change in it from how it used to sound to how it sounds now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen how, like, I used to sound like I work with Spanky and shit, so, you know, there's still a lot of, like, Chicano, like, real Chicano rap.
It's called Chicano rap, yeah.
Yeah, Chicano rap. I fuck with it, but, like, as a kid, like, I never...
You couldn't relate to it?
Yeah, I couldn't really relate to it, like, I grew up listening to, like, Yin Yang Twins and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I was, like, more into, like, hyphy shit.
Yeah, and that's crazy, 'cause I be seeing older Hispanic rappers, Chicano rappers, compared to the younger, and so the biggest thing they hit on is the sound.
Yeah.
Why you sound like that? The second biggest is nigga.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you feel about that? Or do you get people saying that? Like, where's your stance on that?
Yeah, so, like, as a Mexican, you know, like, saying nigga and shit, like, in my raps, like, I do say it, but it's like, I'm not a Chicano rapper. Like, you could say it, I guess. You know, it just really depends on the people around you and the environment, you know.
That you grew up in, because being from Compton, like I told someone else, like, when you're from LA, Compton situation, like, that's just the culture. That's what they saying, like, you know what I'm saying? But I was telling an older dude, you know, me and Epidemics were talking about it too.
Right.
Because Epidemics, he said he had seen a white rapper kid saying it. And I'm like, nowadays, you know, you get people who come from a different background and you don't know their whole background. So you can't really say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that.
Right.
Because you get everybody, even older black rappers, even older black people, they like, hey, why are they saying that? I'm like, he probably grew up with all black. He could have been in a foster home with all blacks. His stepdad could have been black, and he just was raised as black.
Right.
So, but I hear that a lot. You know, the way that, like, Hispanic rappers are just sounding, you know, they sound like blacks.
Yeah.
You know, even, like, Lil Pump, he's Colombian.
Right.
You know, Smoke Purp, I think it's half Colombian. It is like,
they're cousins, so they have to be.
Yeah, they're cousins. So it was good. I just think, like, part of the culture is just shifting.
Right.
It's shifted. and it's a good thing. Like
Yeah.
it's a good thing. I just think that like what's the dude's name that sings that song that's popping out? The Uno Dos. Do you know?
I don't know his name.
I don't know that, but even that, like I thought it was Mexican. I thought he was like, man, that dude's Mexican.
Yeah.
Come to find out, he's black.
Yeah, it's crazy too how you know people's songs, but you don't know their names, or you know their names and you know their songs.
Yeah, I think with names, like your name, Johnny FF, that's gonna stick. I can kind of I'm gonna remember that, like Johnny FF.
Yeah.
It's just like the names though. If your name doesn't pop out, it just doesn't pop out.
Yeah.
And
That's true. I agree.
yeah, if it, because I'll be like, damn, okay, what's the dude's name? What's his name? And it's like it doesn't pop out.
Yeah.
But anything little pops out.
True.
You have little on it because everyone's a little.
Yeah.
So, but also
Or young.
or young, young. So here's another one. Auto-tune. How you feel about auto-tune?
I like it, but not like too much. Like
Yeah.
I use auto-tune in this upcoming project, but I was also singing, you know. So
Okay.
I was actually singing the tracks, like, cause I've recorded like some of my friends too.
Mm-hmm.
They rap like in their normal voice, and they're like, put auto-tune on it. And like, bro, it doesn't work that way. You know, you have to like actually sing,
Yeah,
and then you know hit the key. Like
Yeah.
it's all you know, it has to be in place.
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I like it. Sometimes I don't like it. Like when it's too excessive. Like I
Heavy
fuck
set.
with Young Thug, but you know he be using that shit.
I listen to Young Thug, right? I think he needs auto-tune. I just like when I hear some of the stuff, especially when it goes to high pitch,
Yeah,
I need the auto-tune.
yeah,
I just even Future uses auto-tune in his rap too, but a different way. Like I think auto-tune makes your music more favorable to what the ear people want to hear.
people want to hear autotune.
So they kind of drift towards it more, and then once they like, I don't like it, okay, let me get up off of it.
Right.
So, do you consider yourself a West Coast rapper, or are you just a rap artist?
I was just say an artist. Yeah.
Dope. That's dope. So, before we get up out of here, if you could tell the audience, your fans, or people who really fuck with you, anything about you, like something they didn't know, what would it be?
Something about me, I would say that I see everything. You know, like I appreciate everyone that fucks with me, and you know, just stick with it, cause you know I feel confident in myself that I could get shit popping off. You know, either in the city or in the States or outside. You know, USA. So another thing I would want to say is like you know, just take care of your health and shit. Cause
Man,
I got hit with a lot of like health shit recently.
Oh, yeah, speak on that real quick.
Yeah, so I have a eye condition called keratoconus.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, your cornea is in the front part of your eye.
Mm-hmm.
So my front part of the eye is like really scarred, and it's coming out. So I wear specialty contact lenses. Without them, considered legally blind. So
Oh, shit.
I was just out like a month from work because I couldn't wear my contacts. But I'm gonna get a cornea transplant.
Okay.
In, you know, later in January next
Prayers
year.
to that, yeah, prayers to that.
Yeah, so I'm trying to put in, you know, as much work as I can before I'm out, you know, a few weeks and shit.
And then you have to work to just float through that while you're chilling.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit, that's cool, man.
Yeah, and then Travis has that too.
He does?
Yeah, he does. I told him go get your eyes checked, and he did, and he has it, but very mild.
Do you think that's kind of crazy too?
Yeah, it's
Right.
considered a rare condition too.
That's dope. I mean, like it's dope that you had it, and you recognized the symptoms and was like, "Hey, bro, go get your eyes checked because that shit could be this." He
Yeah.
goes and get his check, and now look.
Yeah, he's taking care of it now.
Wow, man, that's major love. See, that's real love. Like with someone that you really grew up with. Like, hey, bro, go check that shit
Yeah.
out. Well, shit, we about to get up on it, man. I appreciate you for coming up, man.
Oh, yeah.
Probably gonna have more. How you sit down and have a more clown session
Yeah.
instead of more of an interview. Just talk some shit.
Yeah,
like
I'm
I
down.
told Travis, just come through and talk some shit, man. It's a pleasure. We'll holler at you next time, man. All right,
yeah.
great.
Thank you.